Coming up, my brain was spinning trying to remember names, stories, and make sure I was giving everyone even amount of time. There's a few things I was watching back. I was like, oh, I remember I was doing that. I was trying to be fair and a good guy, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was just like, I'm even more confused watching it too. Cause I'm like, fuck, I was not doing well. You can see it in my eyes. Like I was hurting. I just don't want to hurt anyone. And if I choose no one, then maybe it's the safest option for the path of least amount of pain. What the fuck is going on today?
We are going to have you put on a period pain simulator.
No.
And we're only on question 3. This is going great.
Hurry up!
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He's spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend's material.
Guys, welcome back. You literally just saw me get married on TV. What is going on? Today we're going to be live reacting to the finale. I haven't seen it yet, which is going to be very interesting. If you are new here, please subscribe. If you are watching the show, let us know your favorite parts down below. Obviously, the nice parts would be better for me. But we're going to be rewatching and reacting to the finale, which is obviously out right now if you're watching this. And I hope you enjoyed the whole show and the whole experience. There's a lot more to come. We are going to get ready for the reunion because there is a lot that was left unsaid and a lot of drama that didn't make the cut of the final show. And I'm ready to get the claws out. Anyway, let's get into the questions.
All right, Harry, we are back in the studio. The energy feels a little different today as opposed to when we watched the premiere. How are you feeling going into watching this finale for the first time?
I'm really excited. I think the biggest thing, I was like, I wish there was like 20 episodes to like see all the girls' personalities. Like I saw a few that had been posting and I was like, I fully didn't see you at all in the show. Like I wish we could have seen more of them, but it's been really good. I'm finally rested, back from New York and ready to get stuck into this chaos that's about to come our way.
Is there anything you're nervous about seeing before we watch the finale?
Probably most nervous about the tears because I cry a lot and I know there's a lot more other tears that are coming out too. Yeah.
Do you remember how you felt going into these last few days after coming back from New Zealand?
Yeah, I think these last few days, because it was so long ago, but I remember I was absolutely disheveled. Like I was not sleeping. I was barely eating. I was running on fumes and I didn't know what direction to go. Like my sisters, they love both the girls. My friends were saying maybe just don't get married. Everyone was giving me mixed signals. So I remember I was so disheveled. I was asking everyone. I was trying to get someone to just give me a straight answer so that I could just be like, that's what I'll do is I'll just do that. And I was really lost and really confused.
In week 1 or early on in the show filming, did you see Amber and Danelle as your final 2 or was that a surprise?
I think it was a big surprise to everyone. Obviously, the Danelle storyline on the show is quite prominent and that we were really drawn to each other. But to be honest, those first few days, I had no idea what was happening. I was so disorientated. I was so tired. Like before we met the girls, I was filming a whole day before that. And then I think the day before that, I was just doing fitting. So I was already hitting the ground running. And then once we get there, like my brain was spinning trying to remember names, stories, and make sure I was giving everyone even amount of time. I also saw in the show, which you guys might clock, that some of the girls, when they come up to my room, they're wearing one of my watches because I was trying to have a system in play where like, okay, everyone gets 15 minutes so that we can make sure it's even. I was trying to be as even as possible throughout the whole process. But obviously that didn't work. Some people wanted more time and other people were upset about that. So there's a few things I was watching back. I was like, oh, I remember I was doing that. I was trying to be fair and a good guy, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
We sat down and watched the first episode last week. Have you watched back episodes 2 through 7 yet?
Yeah, I did. Dom and I watched it in New York, and it's so funny because I've never seen him so invested in a show. Like, he was sitting there stroking his beard. Like, he knows what happens and where I'm at now in life. He knows everything, like all the details of the show, all the behind the scenes stuff. And he was still like, holy shit, I don't know what's going to happen. This is such a good show. Like, I'm so invested. So we were literally sitting there in our room, or in my room in New York, just laughing till like 2 a.m. just watching this, going, holy crap, this is crazy. Like, I was locked in. I'm like, this editing is insane.
No, that's awesome. And like, you know what happens, and you were still that locked in.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into it. I think we should start watching the finale.
Let's watch it.
Why
am I in a ball?
Not two of the most exciting, exquisite women.
These are
I've
big
ever
words.
met.
I didn't know these before.
You gotta tell us about you.
It's going terrible. I don't know.
You tell Sunny and Amanda that it's going terribly. Do you still feel that way looking back? What about it did you feel was going so terribly?
I think the biggest thing that was going so terribly is that I should know, like, I'm either going to go this way or that way and stand on that decision. I think the reason why I said it was going terribly is because I was at such a crossroads, and I thought I would have got clarity in New Zealand of the decision, but the only thing I got was realizing that my dad was actually gone and the grief in that. And I saw a few comments of people like, why would you do this if you were actively grieving? I was like, how am I meant to know how I was going to feel when I went back there? I had no idea. I thought it was the best idea ever. Like, cool, let's go see this stuff. But it's like, grief is so weird. Like, you don't know when it's going to hit you or how it's going to hit you. So in those moments, in those last few days, I think I was just so mentally cooked because I didn't know what was going on. And then the reality of, my dad actually going, I was doing backflips. Oh, I should probably clear this up here too. The reason why George is not here is because she was back in New York, and we didn't know we were going to have this conversation until I got back, and I was like, I just need to see someone to vent. So it was a little bit too last minute to get her to come out because I think she was back working and doing stuff. So no one kills me on why she's not there.
So now we're down to the final two. Amber and Danelle.
Sunny and Amanda both give you such different advice on what to do as you approach the altar, and you even contemplate choosing no one.
Yeah.
Did either of their voices stand out more to you after that conversation? Were you actually thinking of choosing no one?
I think the reason that was kind of brought up is my brain was like, I just don't want to hurt anyone. And if I choose no one, then maybe it's the safest option for the path of least amount of pain. Then if I choose someone and it doesn't work out and I'm always thinking about the other person, it's just like, it's so muddy. And also to be in this situation is also so crazy. But to be honest, shout out to the crew and the people there, because they basically said, whatever you feel is best for you, you need to do that. If there's no wedding, there's no wedding. If there's a wedding, there's a wedding. We just need to figure out where you want to be. And I guess at this point, I was really feeling the pressure because, I was presented with 3 options instead of just 2, when I wish just someone made the decision for me.
It goes before the wedding day, and my biggest hope for today is to get some clarity.
Oh my gosh!
Bruce.
And then, am I
God.
right for them, or am I even right for
They're
this
so
whole experience?
confused.
There's just so many questions going on in my brain, and I
pause
feel
it
pretty.
Yeah.
In that confessional right before this date, you vocalize that you're worried that this experience might not be right for you. We're at the end of the road. Do you think coming back from New Zealand is the reason you feel like this experience wasn't right for you? Was there something else about this?
No, honestly, the experience was perfect. I guess it was just the grief that really, like, the realization of my dad going. Like, I think that just, like, knocked me so far back, and it made me just want to be alone and, like, push the world away, because I was reliving a lot of those final moments with him and asking for signs and really trying to figure out what was going on in my brain. And I think that was just outweighing everything else. Like, I was really, really cooked in these moments, to be honest. Like, when I wasn't on camera and I was in the hotel by myself, I was just crying. Like I was just really a big mess. And again, who I would have had no idea. Like I feel like I've held myself pretty well when it comes to dealing with grief, but I would have had no idea that that's how hard it would have kicked me up the ass. So I think it was just like the show, like the whole experience was fun and crazy at the start, but then once it got real, I think I just got really sad about my dad going.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We're about to watch your final 2 dates.
Yeah.
You bring Kai and Bruce. How important is it to you that Kai and Bruce approved of your future wife?
Honestly, Kai and Bruce are my best friends. I hang out with them all day. Kai sleeps in bed and Bruce can't make it up the stairs because he's fat and lazy. But honestly, the most important, Bruce is a bit of like a sassy grump. So he doesn't really care too much about some people. But it's just nice. Like it's so important. If they can't get along with these two, then they got to go. Yeah.
All right, let's watch it.
I feel like the luckiest girl to like have met Harry. He is everything that I've like wanted in a husband.
It seemed a little difficult to watch that last date with Danelle. You were seeing her one-on-one, straight to camera moments, her confessionals. Is there anything you wish you said or anything you regret saying during this last date with Danelle?
No, I don't think so. I think I was just flat. Like honestly, our last date in New Zealand with the sheep, I was disheveled. And then when I saw her again, I think I was just even more confused. I think if I said anything about how I was really feeling, she probably would have. It probably would have hurt a lot more, and would have the anticipation of it. So I don't know. I was really just not doing well, to be honest. Like I don't know how would be best to handle that situation, especially with because it's like I don't want to be the victim in that moment when I'm trying to be considerate of how she feels. Like it's really difficult. Like it would have been terrible if I would just sat there and was like me. I'm sad about this. I'm confused because she's not my therapist. You know, she's meant to be my fiance. So I don't know. I think I just I was really struggling, and yeah, I probably should have tapped out.
What do you mean tap out? Like tap out of the show?
No, I probably should have just had a whole day to go home and like decompress and go back to real life for 24 hours and then come back into it. But I just like, there was so much pressure. It was a lot.
We're about to watch your last date with Amber, but you had these dates back to back on the same day.
Yeah.
Did that add to the confusion of like what was going on in your mind?
Yeah, to be honest, I think it was just confusing and very different vibes too, like very different situations. Yeah, I think I was just like, I'm even more confused watching it too, because I'm like, fuck, I was not doing well. You can see it in my eyes. Like I was hurting.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to continue and we're going to watch your last date with Amber.
And I really, really love you. And I want you to know that like I feel so deeply for you.
Ew, watching myself kiss is gross.
I'm going to ask the same question I did about your date with Danelle. Is there anything you wish you said or anything you regret saying during this last date with Amber?
No, not at all. It's like, I think we were there on the beach for an hour or so, and we really spoke about everything, but it was just like, there's two very different vibes, right? Like with Amber, we're having fun and we're being silly, and with Danelle, it's like, obviously there's that fun and the playfulness, but it's a little bit more serious. So it's very like two different directions. Like I'm even confused who I pick. It's like, this is crazy. This is apparently me. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I'm glad you're on the edge of your seat, just like all of us.
Yep.
We discussed you had these dates back to back on the same day,
Yeah.
right after New Zealand. Did you get to talk to Sunny, Georgia, and Amanda about these last dates? Did you talk to your sisters, or it was just you alone?
Just me alone. Yeah, just me alone in the hotel trying to figure it out. Pacing, being confused. Like, because the biggest thing that I think I'm a pretty good overthinker. So in my head, what I thought was going to happen was that they both were going to be at the altar and I was going to have to tell one of them in front of their family and friends. And so I convinced myself in the hotel room that was going to happen. And I was spiraling. I was like, no, I can't do this. Like, I'm going to eliminate myself. Like, they're just going to have to marry each other. I can't be there for that. Like, I really was going through it. But also this whole experience, I think I was dead by the end of it. Like, I was so exhausted. Like, even like, fun fact, like when we were filming like the long days, like meeting the 20 girls, I think I was having like 5 or 6 Celsius a day just to like make sure that when I sit down with someone, I had enough energy so it didn't feel like that I hated them or that I wasn't interested, because it was a lot. It was really stressful. It was a very crazy time.
Do you remember how you felt the morning of the wedding? Did you know who you were choosing when you woke up?
No. I felt horrible the day of the wedding. I felt the worst ever, because I guess, I was really putting myself in their shoes, and my brain was like, this is gonna fucking suck. Like, this is gonna destroy someone. And for me, like, even going into the wedding, that was outweighing everything, knowing that there was a hurt person somewhere from my actions and my decision. Like, it was hard to think about my own feelings and the excitement of a marriage and all this stuff when I was like, damn, there's someone in a hotel room that is absolutely destroyed right now because of me, and I can't hug him, and I can't say I'm sorry, can't do anything. Like, I was really, really in my mind about that, and just knowing that their family was here. I met their parents, and their friends flew in, and it was all, all the excitement and buzz around it, and the fact that I was going to pop that balloon was really messing me up. Yeah, still feel terrible about it. I can't wait to watch myself fuck it all up again.
All right, well, let's watch you do that.
You look insane.
This is great.
No.
And meanwhile, I'm in another room just crashing the fuck out.
This does feel like a form of torture, making you rewatch this.
Yeah, this is horrible.
And I know it's the first time you're seeing this. You're seeing both women getting ready for the wedding to you, talking about how sure they were. Yeah. How are you feeling right now?
I feel horrible. Like, I feel terrible, I guess. Like, we filmed this basically a year ago, and for it to be here, like, I don't know what was going on. I just remember, like, when they're doing all that, I'm in a room by myself, spiraling, not knowing what's going to happen or how to go about it. I think I was, like, asking anyone, like, am I going to have to do it in front of their family? Like, I can't do this. I was really going through the motions, and it was, again, hard to be excited about it because I know that I was about to break someone's heart. And yeah, it's just like, fuck, what a great show. Terrible for us involved, but great for you guys.
So you're crashing out in another room.
Yep.
But we're about to see you go and speak to Danelle. How did you get yourself in the proper headspace to do that? Because when you walk in, you do feel very calm.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what was going on. I think they just said, you have to go talk to her now. And they just sent me. And I guess it was just like, okay, this is the moment. And got to stand 10 toes on my decision. And I think I was just, I think I just crashed out for the whole 48 hours before this. And I was like, all right, this is it. So, yeah.
All right, let's watch that conversation with Danelle.
Damn, this is so sad.
This last week I started second guessing everything.
Oh, this is so painful. What the fuck
To
am I
be
doing?
honest, I think we're getting married today.
Fuck this show.
Do you think she knew the moment you walked in that you were going to break the news to her? Or do you think it took her a minute to realize what was about to happen?
Yeah, I think she was pretty shell-shocked when she saw me. To be honest, like, you're not meant to see your wife on your day, so I think this is so hard. This is horrible. Like, I feel so bad. Wow.
After you sit down with Danelle, you had the conversation with the scene that was cut is you didn't know if you were going to get married that day.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you do decide to go stand at the altar. How difficult was it to change your mindset from breaking up with someone to standing at the altar and getting married?
Honestly, I don't even think I was able to change my mindset the whole time. It was all I was thinking about. Like, fuck, she's in another hotel with her friends, destroyed. And that was like kind of, again, outweighing everything. I'm like, why is there so much pain around me? Like, I really, really was sorry and really like sad about it. And the worst thing was everyone was staying in the same hotel. Like, her whole family, her whole friends, my whole family, my friends, and Amber's family and friends. So everyone would see each other in the lobby. It's crazy. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Horrible.
I'm sorry you went through
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, guys, I need to go home.
That hands down is probably the hardest breakup I've ever gone through. I have to trust my gut on this one.
That is a worry. The thing is also, I saw a lot of signs around Amber with my dad, and I think that was just like the main thing that I just kept falling back on. I was like, there's so many signs around her. I have to trust that.
Yeah, it's hard to deny. When the bumblebee was on the penthouse or like
Yeah.
that balcony, that's crazy. At night.
Well, there was also more with her. When her family came, there's like all these bees just like showed up, and I was talking to my brother, and there's a bee flying around us, and I explained to him, like, I think that's my dad, like, trying to check in. So it was all I would be thinking about. And then even in New Zealand, I asked for specific things that weren't bees, and they showed up around Amber again. So I was like, okay, I can't like not acknowledge that.
So you had these signs from your dad around Amber. You loved Amber. You felt very passionate about her. But you still mentioned right before the wedding, she's a bit of a wild card and could possibly say, I don't at the altar.
Yeah.
Did you really believe that was a possibility?
Yeah, I thought it definitely was a possibility. Like, I think, but that's the excitement with her, is that you just, you never know what's going to happen. And that's great. And I think that, yeah, maybe that's, you know, one of the main intriguing things about it is like, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's awesome.
Well, and I think that's a significant thing to think about when you made your decision for Amber, that even with the risk that she might say no, you still felt like this is the one to go for.
It's crazy.
We don't want to spend too much time on the wedding because you watch it with Amanda and Lele, and everyone's going to get to see that soon. But is there anything that stands out the most in your memory about the actual wedding?
I think the main thing is just like how beautiful her family is, and like her friends, like they all came in. It was gorgeous. Like, who are these people? Like, what is happening? They were so stunning. They're really lovely, and her mum was great, and the Hawaiian culture was really special.
The reunion is still to come. You haven't filmed it yet. How are you feeling going into that?
I'm pretty nervous, to be honest, to go into the reunion, because it's kind of interesting. I guess the girls that had the least amount of FaceTime with me and least amount of time in the experience have got the most to say. I'm like, I don't even give you a reason to hate me. Like, I also wasn't eliminating you guys at all. Like, it was other people. Like, I don't know why you're so bitter. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of them expressing how they feel, but it also will be hard to care, because I'm like, we don't even know each other at all. Obviously, the final five, we spent the most amount of time together, so I will obviously care about what they think, and we'll be interested to see what's going on with them and in their lives and what's happening. But the other noise, I'm just kind of more confused about. Like, I saw someone saying that they didn't know that it was me for the show, but then in the first episode knows everything about me, knows my height, my star sign, my dating history, and all this stuff. I'm like, what? Okay, like, at least lie and make it make sense. Like, don't be contradicting yourself. And then there was another one. And yeah, also, it's like, when you cast for these shows, the main thing is it doesn't happen overnight. Like, you don't just like pick up the phone and go on a show. It like takes months and months and months of like, you meet with a therapist, there's background check, there's so many interviews, so much process that goes into it. Then you have to buy the outfits, the makeup, all this stuff, take time off work. So you knew what you were signing up for. So for the fact of, I guess maybe they didn't like the edit or wanted more time or whatever else, it's confusing, because I'm like, you very much knew. And then I looked at the casting agent's page, and she very much was posting it. So it's very weird that, I guess maybe because we didn't spend enough time together, that's what they want to pin on and get angry about. But I'm just like, okay, like, again, you very much knew, and you could have walked away at any moment. If you saw me walking down, you're like, oh, I didn't realize it was for Harry Jowsey, you could have just opted out. there was no gun to your head saying you have to do this, which is also crazy. Like, as you guys see in the show, people just leave whenever they want. So, like, there's literally no gun to anyone's head saying, stay here. Like, no one forced anyone to be there. They were all there. They all applied. So, anyway, there's a lot more that I want to say, which is going to be very interesting at the reunion. It's going to be interesting to see what they have to say. And I wish them all the best because it's been such a beautiful experience. And hopefully they get whatever they need out of this. And hopefully once we go to the reunion, they say everything that they want to say and they get it off their chest. So it should be good.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited for the reunion. Maybe more excited than you to see this all go down. Okay, so I have a little game for us to play. Everyone just got to see your wedding this week. We saw your reception. And I know you haven't been to many weddings since your own. That was the last wedding you went to.
Yep.
But we do have a game to play of choosing which table at the reception you would sit at.
Okay.
So I pulled together tables for you to react to.
Fuck's sake.
And you're going to have to decide. So I want you to read the table number and everyone at each table. And then we can debate.
Okay, great. Oh, cool. Oh, my God. No. Okay, table 1, your high school ex, Sunny Lillipons. Howie Mandel? Fuck. Table 2, Amanda Klutz, Taylor Frankie Paul, Sia, my high school bully. That one sounds good. Number 3, Alex Cooper, Dakota Mortensen, Abby Lee Miller, don't know who that is, Georgia Hazarati. Okay, Marshall and Steph?
So your producer, Marshall, and your editor, Steph.
Yeah. Table 4, Dom, Nick Vial, producer Marshall, editor Steph. I would honestly, look, if I want to be interesting, probably table number 4. If I want a less chaotic table, probably number 2. Actually, no, I don't know. Like, me and Sia would have fun. Taylor would have stories. Amanda would be able to therapize her. And well, like, not that she needs it, but just to help her through life, because Amanda's been through a lot. And my high school bully, I'll beat the fuck out of them. So this 2 or 4.
Okay, 2 or 4. You got to decide.
2 or 4. I'm gonna say 4 because I want to hang out with you guys. Yeah, and watch. Yes. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Great. I thought it was gonna be all the girls. I'm like, fuck, guys. Really fucking me for the reunion.
No, we thought about it.
Yeah.
Do you know your love language?
Quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Are you like really certain about that?
I don't know. I think they're all ranked. Why? Did I fuck it up? Did I say something else?
Your love language can change over time. So we do want you to take the love language test again just to see what it is. And it's good to know as a husband what your love language is. But there's a little bit of a twist. Oh. We are going to...
What the fuck is going on today?
The
episode's not doing well? We just have to fuck with Harry?
We are going to have you put on a period pain simulator.
No. There's no way that this is... okay.
Yeah, I did it. I tested it.
Yeah, but... Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so...
Do you want me to stand up?
Maybe. Well, then you'll have to sit back down. Okay.
Oh,
so
is it on?
No.
Wait, pull your mic in, Harry. I'll give you my computer.
Okay. No, be gentle.
I will.
But what if I have a belt? I have a belt on. I don't
think that matters.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah. Do you feel anything?
Like a little bit of pain.
Okay, like a tiny tingle.
Yeah.
Question 1. What couldn't you live without in your dream relationship? Gifts, amazing hookups, sweet compliments, or weekly date nights?
Amazing hookups.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Okay. Oh. Is it meant to be warm? It feels warm.
It's fine. Yeah.
Periods are warm. Sorry. Okay.
I guess.
Why is it doing that?
Because it's like making your muscles contract.
That's what happens when a woman has her period. The cramps are
They
muscles.
gotta ban these.
If your partner makes a mistake, how would you prefer they make it up to you? A, I'd want them to give me a sincere apology, especially if they pair it with a thoughtful gift. B, if they planned us a day trip to my favorite place, I'd be touched. C, I'd be thrilled if my partner made me a nice dinner. Or D, I'd love them to offer a long back massage.
C.
C.
Maybe? Wait, no. What am I doing? Where they just apologize.
Okay, so that would be A. I'd want them to give me an apology, especially if they pair it with a thoughtful gift.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
It's still 3.
Okay, this is me breathing.
Go to 4.
Oh! No, that's good. It's good. No, it's good. Ah! That was... Oh! Women have to go through this? Oh, no, we're going... Oh.
We're at 4.
Okay.
And we're only on question 3. This is going great.
Hurry up!
What's the sign of a great friendship? Amazing communication, being attached at the hip and looking out for each other, knowing just what I like. If they pick the perfect gift, then they know me through and through. Or lastly, reassuring hugs.
Amazing communication.
Okay, question 4.
Go up. You can do it.
How would you know someone's meant to be on a first date?
5's crazy.
What the fuck? You have to do this every month?
Yep.
Oh.
Welcome, Harry.
Oh my God.
A husband should know this pain. Okay, how would you know someone's meant to be on a first date? A, if they do something super romantic, like hold the car door or bring chocolates. B, if they describe what they like about me, whether it's looks or personality. C, if their touches are electric. Get it? Haha. Or D, if they ask for another round just so we can spend extra time together.
What the fuck was the question? Does this make you deaf? Periods make you deaf.
How would you know someone's meant to be on a first date?
Oh, what was it? Go through the options. Through the options.
A, if
First
they,
one. The first one.
To create intimacy, what would you be most likely to do? A, give my partner a deep look and say, I love you so much. B, plan a week-long vacation, just the two of us. C, make a loving sacrifice for them. I'd either spend money on a fancy gift or take a day to help them finish a
one.
chore. Okay, not champagne. And D
No,
would be champagne.
I buy every gift.
Okay.
ever. We can go up.
One more.
Oh my God.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What kind of partner would bother you the most?
Oh, all of them, all of them. Oh my God, this is not normal.
It's crazy.
Oh, I'm twitching. I'm gonna come. Okay.
What kind of partner would bother you the most? Someone who's too busy to prioritize time with you or do things to help you. Someone who can't communicate a feeling to save their life.
That one.
Okay.
What's
You
that?
don't want the rest?
Oh no, go. Sorry.
Okay. Someone who doesn't ever get me anything. Or D, someone who you have a strong physical connection with.
Comes. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Oh. Wow. Yeah, the one I said.
Okay, you can't communicate.
I can't do it.
What routine would you love in a relationship? This is A, good morning texts. Even when we're not together, we're communicating our care for each other. B, making a big deal out of birthdays with incredible gifts or throwing each other parties. C, cuddling every night before bed. Or D, choosing one special day of the week that's just for us.
A. I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. What do you feel like you're great at in relationships?
Okay.
A, saying the right thing at important moments. B, shifting my schedule to include people I care about even when I'm busy. C, offering comforting touches when someone's upset. Or D, being thoughtful without being asked. I'll run my partner a relaxing bath.
The one. Oh. I was gonna say D or B. Can I do multiple?
No.
Okay, let's just go being thoughtful because that's what I do.
You've had a bad day. How can your partner help? A, be waiting at home with open arms.
What are we at?
6 still.
Okay, let's see.
7. Okay, 7.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh, we'll throw up.
For all you know, Steph and I are going through this right now.
You're doing this now? Oh my God! What you? Oh.
Okay. A, you've had a bad day.
Oh
How
my
can your
God.
partner help? A,
I'm not hard, by the way. This is my pants. Sorry. It's just was like this is not turning me on. Okay, sorry.
A, be waiting at home with
Oh,
open arms.
Fuck this.
B, clear their schedule.
Wait, what's the question? Sorry, from the top.
For the third time, the question is, ugh, you've had a bad day. How can your partner help? A, be waiting at home with open arms. B, clearing their schedule and making time for you. C, sending you this text, hey, I know it's been rough, but you've got this. Or D, surprise you by cleaning the house.
C.
What's your favorite thing a friend has ever done for you? A, they went all out to celebrate my promotion or big work achievement. B, they told me I was special.
Oh.
C, they held me while I cried over my last breakup.
Oh my God.
Or D, they only had one day off and they spent it with me.
It's the first one.
Okay.
I'm twitching. I'm gonna.
On a major anniversary, I'd love to receive.
How many more of these?
There's 2 more.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
On a major anniversary, I'd love to receive a sappy handwritten poem,
Yeah.
a couple's massage, a weekly cooking class to go to with my partner,
Oh.
or I absolutely adore any and all gifts.
A. I love words. Oh my God, I'm twitching.
In your dream, okay,
In my apartment.
we are at your last question.
Okay.
In your dream relationship, spontaneity looks like A, spontaneous weekend road trips where the only planned activity is spending time with each other.
It's cool.
B, random sticky notes with sweet messages left all over.
Yeah. That one's.
C, my partner randomly checking things off my to-do list for me. Or D, hot surprise hookups at random times in the day.
Sticky note. Oh. Sticky note. Oh.
Your love language is
Oh.
words of affirmation.
Oh.
That's me.
You made it. Congrats.
Oh, can I take? No.
Well, why don't you read us our outro from your card?
Guys, women. Round of applause for women. You did this.
Do you have?
For being a good sport.
Yeah.
Guys, I never want to do that again.
Do you have more sympathy for all the women?
Yeah. Every man should have to do this. Guys, please subscribe for Period Cramps. And also, please go watch Let's Marry Harry. The finale is out right now. Please binge the whole thing. And don't forget, the reunion is going to come on August 26th. And it is probably going to feel a lot worse than Period Cramps. Because there's a lot that is left unsaid. And I'm sure after watching this, the girls will have a lot more to say. So it's going to be great. Anyway, we'll see you next week. You naughty little chickens. Bigger and better guests coming on. Please give us 5 stars because we love you. And we need to ban periods. They have to stop. Done.